Welcome to the A F.o.O.L Podcast. This is episode 61. You know, today my daughter gave me the world's best dad mug. At least she inherited my sense of humor.
What's up, guys? Mardigrasman23 here. It's time for episode 61. We have passed our 60th anniversary. We're on our way to our 75th. I'm Earl, aka Mardigrasman. That's Joey. This corner.
There you
AKA
go.
BrickTrains. This is his channel. And over here is Jabo, aka BrickTsar.
Hey,
That's a great shirt. I love the shirt.
BrickTsar. Only good enough is best.
Only good enough is best. Oh my. So once again, we're actually, to be fair, we normally have about 2 weeks when we do this. And
True.
it has really only been a week. And news is kind of slow. So we're gonna wing it tonight. Really winging it. Oh,
I thought we always winged it.
well, I know we do, but I feel really bad for this one. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna make some. What is the deal? Either look, all right, let's go flip my hair up or something. I don't know. Looks funny. I need a haircut. That's what the problem
That's
is.
what the problem is.
Yeah. Okay. Let's finally talk about something Lego.
So was the camera in the train, was that actually unintentional?
There was a
Sure.
there was there was one or two that were unintentional, but then after a while I was like, I just wonder how many places I can run this camera over. And I don't know if you know, there was the 360 video. Did that show yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but apparently I have dropped my poor little GoPro. It has fallen a couple times, so it's the Max. Apparently something's misaligned because on the one side it doesn't line up anymore.
Oh.
It used to stitch really well. You couldn't tell, even the tracks, which is,
So
the track is a hard
two
line.
lenses must be out of sync or something.
I guess it must just be. I mean, I pushed on it and tried to, but yeah, something just must be physically. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. So, Jabo, do you have a vault set for us? I don't have the notes for it though.
So, I bought this on eBay. I did a video about it, but this is the vault set
662.
662. This is, I think, from 1976 is the copyright on it. So this one has tape on it, and it's kind of sad because it looks like electrical tape, and somebody already tried removing the tape.
Oh,
yeah. That wasn't me that did that. So it's kind of ruined the box. And this is what's nice about these vintage sets is the box, because look at the set.
Oh, yep. Okay. Pretty simple.
Pretty sad.
It's a nice dump truck.
Yeah, it's a dump truck. It's got the special tipper
On the front.
there. It's got the little hinge.
That bucket is not one piece, is it?
Oh no, it's 4 pieces.
So is that technically snot?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess so. For the 1976, it would be snot. Yeah, because the studs are upside down almost.
Illegal building.
Yep.
So yes, that's a Legoland theme, 1976.
I'm working on collecting all of the Legoland branded sets from that era. When I say Legoland, I don't mean like the new stuff that's.
Hang on,
Legoland,
guys.
the stuff that would have had either.
Technical difficulty. Hang on 1 second.
Somebody turned him off.
Wait, this one doesn't even have Legoland on the box.
We lost Earl, Jabo.
What happened to Earl? Did he?
He went black. He's hanging on.
Are the Saints that bad?
Oh. I can't wait. Does he have motion detector lights or a mischievous grandkid?
Did he just do a Houdini? Oh, no, he's back.
So is that? Oh, go wait for him to put his earphones in.
Yeah, he never heard me.
No.
So, sorry about that. I used too much power. I tripped the breaker.
Oh wow!
Oh, you literally tripped the breaker.
Yeah, I plugged my little Yeah, I plugged a little space heater into the
yeah.
surge protector. I figured if it would pop the surge protector, but it didn't. It tripped the breaker.
Yeah, I turned my space heater on. It's a little cool down here in the basement. So okay, you were saying about the box, Jabbo?
Oh, I just love these vintage boxes with the I don't know how did they make these images? Were these drawn?
I contend that they did. They just here. Let me do that right there.
Yeah.
I do. I think they drew the images because not all the time were they exactly the same as the model.
Yeah, and this one only had
earlier.
Yeah, and this one only has the model. Some of the boxes would have other models on the box. I don't have one of those to show you, and they look like you could line them up.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'll make a little display out of the boxes.
Yeah.
Well, and this is also the time that the boxes you could put that model back in the box built too.
This one is just a little bit too wide.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one that does not work. The 4-wide vehicles, most of them you could, not all of them.
Okay, yeah, mini wheels.
Something I did discover is I couldn't put this one back in the box fully assembled.
Wow.
So
that's a little disappointing.
But Lego was so much easier to collect back then. it didn't really kill you with the prices.
No.
There wasn't a lot of selection. I guess that's not necessarily would be viewed as a good thing today. I mean, if Lego only made like 50 sets like they did in 1976, that people would be complaining for sure.
Oh yeah, but it's a completely different. I mean, everybody now instant gratification and always wanting something new. You know, it's TikTok world, right? Where nothing stays around for very long, and I think that's really kind of Lego's mindset right now. But yeah, we would have space sets for multiple years, the same set and stuff. You know?
And there were so many of the small size sets. It would fit in a box this size for the space theme and town. It's like you couldn't. It actually was kind of hard to keep up with what was actually out there. But compared to today, I guess it really wasn't that bad.
Right. Yeah. Today you need a website, a third-party website, just to keep up with what's going on.
Well, and take things like the modular series, like doing one a year, and in January is usually when they drop it, and it's like I like that. It's like if they started dropping 4 a year,
right,
it'd be a bit much for me.
Right,
it'd be
And I feel that way with a lot of the big sets that they're coming out with. It's like when they did them once a year, like maybe one Star Wars UCS set a year, that was kind of special. You might could save up for it, but it'd be interesting to add up the total cost if you bought every set that was over $350.
Go over $200.
Oh, that'd be it'd be really.
I mean, think about it. The modulars, when they hit 200, it was a crying shame because there was a consistent Lego set over $200. When the Assembly Square came out, what was it, $279? And people were complaining because of that price. Now
we'd be happy to see a price.
Bring back $279,
so,
please.
Talking about that, so Black Friday, your set comes out. The got to play with it outside because it won't fit in my house set.
Gotta play with
the
it.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh,
yeah.
So
are you gonna be a day one to get the free gift?
That's gonna be a hard one to sneak in the house. So I have almost. Well, I use my VIP points. I see a lot of people, they just save them, they never spend them.
Right.
And it's like if you saved them up, this would be something I would definitely use my VIP points. But I do have almost $200 worth of VIP points. The set is $630.
Jeez.
If I did 200, that would be $430. There's the gift with purchase, the A F.o.O.L apartment or whatever, and then I think there might be another gift with purchase.
I think so. I think there might be 2 more. I think
Yeah, if
I
there was
think
a triple gift with purchase, that would be
I think the poly bag is still gonna be available.
okay.
Hang on,
I
I'll do
think. And then I think there's gonna be a second gift with purchase also. The doesn't the Lego house one come out?
There is,
Yeah, that
that's
may
what that
be.
one is.
Well, yeah, there's several Lego house promotion
That
here.
one. That's a all in one set. I think
Yeah.
that one.
Right. And I think that's going to be
I think you got to spend $200 or $220 to get
Mhm.
that one.
right. 200. It says on Bricks at 250. 65 if you just want that cookie sheet thing.
They always got to put the one lame one
What?
in there.
There's
Yeah.
Give
another
them a
one you'll get.
blanket.
So I mean that you're looking at if you get the poly bag, the Eiffel Tower apartment,
Those
the Lego house, and the cookie cutters.
But those right there, don't they start
Which ones?
these? Don't they? What's the one that started? I should say on the 19th.
Oh. Okay, well let me go to
That's
this one.
I
There's
know right
the-
now I think the poly bag might be the only thing available. I think. There
Okay,
might be
right.
another one.
Yeah, this says the Winter Elf scenes, the House with Free Purchase, which is this weekend. So this would be the 19th, which is going to be already a week ago. But yeah, the Winter Elves, the tribute to the Lego house, and then the free baking sheets.
Oh, and then it says on the weekend of Black Friday, you have the Eiffel Tower.
And I think
Right.
I think double VIP is Black Friday also, I believe.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, there's the Eiffel Tower.
So if you use $200 of VIP points, you won't
Oh,
get
that's-
double VIP on
I
that.
know.
but
I
when you
hate
get double-
hate using, but then I'd be spending $630. I don't. Is it worth the extra $10 off to spend an extra $200?
No, I don't think so. I think just what?
Because the double VIP, it means I would make an extra $10 if
But I guess it's why you got to.
I would
I
still
don't
get double VIP on the portion that I paid for.
Right.
Well,
$400.
then I would do that then.
It's just normally I don't redeem double VIP.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
points
normally-
during double VIP, but
Right.
it's like I also don't want to pay. And I know. Do you think? Okay, this is a question for the viewers and you guys. Will that gift with purchase sell out pretty quick? Because I underestimated. Which one was it? There was one recently. I said I didn't think it would sell out, and it did. Maybe it was the BrickLink designer stuff.
I
So
think
you're
that's what it
asking,
was.
will the poly bag for the Eiffel Tower? So it's the not a poly bag, but the
Eiffel Tower apartment.
yeah, the apartment. Okay, will it sell out? And the only way you can get that is if you buy Eiffel Tower, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, just making sure. At $650.
I don't think it will.
$630.
I don't think it will.
I don't think it will either. I think that it's the wrong time of year. It's the holiday season. People who are going to be buying gifts are not going to buy a $600 set. This is just people buying gifts, not people that are collectors. But people buying gifts are not going to spend $600 on this when they're going to have to buy gifts for family members or friends or whatever. And they're going to be more picky about spending their money. And the economy is just not getting better.
I think this flood of products and promotions and the, like you said, the economy getting bad. I think this is going to come to a head here pretty soon.
I do too.
I just don't see how they can continue to make this amount of product.
Not at this price level. No. And I I've said it multiple times. It's got to be expensive for them to I'll use the word retool, because it's an old factory term, but they have to set up their packaging equipment to package these parts out. The bags, the boxes, the whole 9 yards. I contend that part of that expense, the reason that they're higher is that they're coming out with more sets, shorter runs, and that expense is getting higher, and that's increasing that price. Where if they were running things, if they're running things for 3-4 years in a row where they've packaged it or they have that set up and they have it warehoused, I think that cost comes down. And again, it's all about scale, right? The more of them you make at one time, the cheaper it'll be. But they just seem to keep turning over new and different sets.
Well, so currently, I think I don't know how many days I think it started yesterday, but currently there is a handful of big sets that have 5 times VIP points in the store.
Yes, and I think that I wonder if that was kind of a something they just did because those sets aren't selling.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, and it was an opportunity to entice people for the holidays.
That could be. Do you get? How long does it take? I've not paid that much attention. How long does it take to get your 5 times VIP points? That do you have to wait for it to ship, or is it 24 hours?
No,
I think it's once you're billed.
It's in store.
Yeah, you can do something online, but it's like you get a voucher online or something.
So you can take it off of the set then, or you?
No.
Oh,
It's like you buy the set and instead of getting double VIP, you get 5 times VIP, but it's only in store.
Okay, but then how soon can you spend those VIP points?
The next purchase, I would guess.
Yeah, I would assume the next purchase.
Okay. I didn't know how. I know that usually it'll say like online, it says something about
they're not
VIP
available
points.
available to you. They ship. You get billed because they ship.
Okay.
Even if they don't ship them when they bill you, it's supposedly.
So in store, it should be next purchase. That makes sense. I mean, that would entice people to, because that's not an insignificant amount of VIP points.
No, it was like 80. Like the roller coaster, I think it was $80, but they raised the price.
Which was a surprise that one was included, because that is even if it's not selling that well, it's going to be on the shelf for a couple of years. Did you see the list?
I would have rather got it with that $80 of VIP. I would rather have paid $20 more to get $80 off.
Right.
I bought it when it was $380.
Yeah. Did you see the list of sets, Joey?
For what?
For the 5 times?
I didn't know. Where's it at?
I can tell you the Daily Bugle wasn't on there, or I would have been harassing. I would have been harassing you.
I think that was on the VIP site as well.
Okay, let me see if I can find that.
But I'm just, I think the Eiffel Tower is the only thing that I would be looking at buying in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, we didn't talk about this one. Let me see if I can get it to show up. Now, why is it doing that? Come on. The little dragon. I don't know why it won't show it.
Yeah, that's the one that's not a gift with purchase, but it's
it's right by points. Yes, exactly.
I do want to get that, but then that would cut into me getting a discount off of the Eiffel Tower too.
So,
see, there it is. It's
new dragon.
Oh, so the Black Panther bust is one of the sets, and now I know why his hands are like this on the bust. I just saw the movie.
Oh, really? It's what they do in the movie.
No, because and on his coffin.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he died?
Oh,
spoiler
alert.
Okay, so I'm still looking at the VIP points. Sorry.
Okay.
So we had a comment. I'm going to switch gears. We can come back to this later. We love to be all over the place anyway. I don't know if I found something. I definitely want to run it by you guys because you guys are way more Star Wars Lego fans than I am. But there was a suggestion by Sing Killer Tachikawa to check the Wayback Machine for the trains from the factory set to see if those PDF instructions were there.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent the last 2 hours, instead of preparing for the show, just digging through, looking for it. And I couldn't find anything, but I found 2 instruction sets for things that I have never seen. Hang on, I'm going to share them.
Well, if you've never seen them, chances are I've never seen them.
Well, now, come on. That's not necessarily true. All right. What is that? It is a full PDF instruction set.
I wonder if that's a
That looks like an alternate build for the
Millennium Falcon.
No, the Star Destroyer.
No.
It's the Star Destroyer.
Mm.
So what is
So
6211?
It looks like that's the set number.
It's not anywhere though.
Oh, 60. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm thinking of something different.
So, well, yeah, if you could find it, please. I couldn't
To
find
me,
it.
it looks like in the.
Oh, you're right. No, that's the 6211 is the MIDI scale. No, it is the big. Yeah, that's him. That's Star Destroyer.
Okay, so this is an alternate build instructions that probably at that time then.
So Lego provided alternate instructions for that?
These are online. I just found them in the Wayback Machine.
These aren't somebody's mock. These are something that are official.
These are off of Lego's website. Yeah.
Wow.
And then here's another one. And this one I kind of recognize from the movie because it looks like that is so big. It looks like. Let me see if I can zoom out.
Is that the T16?
Right. That's what it looks like.
Look, it's even got the stand for it.
Zoom out some more.
Can you email me or something?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. He's got. If you find a part, Celeste, look out.
Well, so these are. Let's go to the bottom. Sorry if everybody's getting sick. Nope, no parts. No parts at the bottom anyway. But
it's got complete. I bet you it's just you're building them from the parts from that set.
Look at that. Is that 18 steps to build that monster?
8. It was like 44 pages. Hang on. Go to the bottom again. 19. Okay, you want the
go back up to the top of that. Go back up.
Hang on.
Go back up to the step 1.
Step 1. You mean the one where it says put a 2x4 plate down? Oh, actually, wow! Look at it make me a liar. There's a whole bunch of pieces there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
Whoops, that's my email. Probably shouldn't show that. Okay, at any rate. Yeah, I'll email that to you. Earl, you want a copy of that too? You gonna build them?
No, I'm not.
No.
But you didn't go looking for Star Wars sets, right?
I did not. I went looking for the trains, and as close as I could come to the trains.
We're looking for the hobby train.
Right. Was this picture here? Dang it, I quit. I unshared. This is going to be the schizophrenic episode of the A F.o.O.L Podcast as I go back and forth and back and forth. See if I can zoom in on this one. That's as close as I got, and that is just a computer wallpaper, basically.
That looks like a nice poster.
Yeah. Except it's not very big. That's it right there. That's 100%. But there's a couple cool little train. I would love to find. Now I'm really wanting to find these instructions.
When I was searching, I found like message boards from like 2008 and 2009 talking about it, and then you click on the links and they're no longer valid.
Oh.
Some people saved links of their own models. Some people, I think, put them on Rebrickable.
Okay.
There might be a couple of them. I don't think all of them are.
All right. Well,
they're not on the old site. What was it? Perion or Peron?
Peron.
They're not on that site either.
Not these instruction sets. Well, here's what happens when you go.
And Lego doesn't even have the printed instructions for that set, the main model.
Here's the main problem.
Flash. Model. Wait, well, the site still is up?
This is Wayback Machine. Yeah.
So if you had a computer that had Flash,
you might be able to click that button right there. That's what this is. If I click that, it brings you back to this. Yeah, it's going to refresh right there.
Let's see if Battery Power Bricks can get his Windows XP machine up.
There you go. I hadn't thought about it. I've been talking to him about my some of my mocks anyway. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think. I wonder where that computer's at. I had it when I was doing the Steven Spielberg stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had a computer that was running Windows 98 or something, but I don't remember what I did with that computer. I'll see if I can find it. But man, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have those instruction set or instruction sheets. So,
how many different ones were there?
I don't know, like 15 or 20 different models.
I mean, there's more than 15 there in that picture, but I don't know if they had instructions for all of those or not. If there was only 15, then they got way more pictures. Of course, I don't know. I was gonna say there's 2 or 3 cabooses here too. So
I could probably message the guy that designed one of those or some of those. Stegfield's,
right?
I'm sure he's got his instructions, and he may know how to get the others. Might ask him.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, that's got to be. You talk about something that people like us would actually spend our VIP points on. I would actually spend VIP points on that if they were good instructions. If they're, especially if they were going to mail them to me. Now, if they were going to send me a PDF, it had to be a pretty good price. But I mean, to me,
I would love to have PDFs of some of the exclusives. Like Lego doesn't put the exclusives on the website anymore. Right. They used to. Some of them they took down. They had some that were on there, the 4 million sets. I know they were on the website before. Now they're not.
I thought the one that was the big deal was the molding machine. Wasn't it on there for a very short period of time?
The original molding machine or the new one?
So
they got a new one at the Lego house.
Yeah, not that.
Yeah, there was the old. There was an older green color.
Green one, yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you did, right?
Yeah, I think I downloaded the instructions, but I have no idea where they are now.
So anybody take the latest VIP survey for 50 points?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I thoroughly hate those surveys because I felt like they were asking me the same question over and over. It's actually a different question, but I don't even remember all the names. You know which one I chose? There were 10 different. Okay, those who don't know, there were 10 different questions. 10 different names for what they want to call their Lego VIP thing or whatever.
Right. Some of which are currently being used.
They are?
Well, like Lego Click-Its, Lego Universe. Well, I guess Lego Universe isn't being used anymore, but it used to be, right? And then Click-Its was one. I guess it's not being used either, but was it was it Click-Its or
no, it wasn't Click-It. I think it was Lego Click or something.
Click. There was something else too. And then there was one that was in a foreign language, which ends up being Key.
Oh.
If you look it up, or at least it's what I translated it.
I wish we had. Oh wait, if I go on another device, will it show me the?
It might.
Where was it at? Was it under
Lego
the
VIP?
Yeah. I don't remember if I did it or
not. So basically, what they want to do is get feedback from the community, like which of those names they like and why they like them, and what order would you put them. When they wanted me to put them 10 to 1. I was like, oh my goodness, or 1 to 10.
Right.
It was like, I just did not feel like doing that.
It was. So you didn't sit through the whole thing, or did you?
No, I did go through the whole thing. I got my 50 points.
Okay, good.
But this is my feedback to the Lego group. I wasn't giving any serious thought to my answers.
Apparently, I wasn't either because I did it and don't even remember doing it.
It's not on my thing anymore, so I can't do it.
Guess which one I picked as my favorite?
Okay, which one? Guessing? I don't know.
No, you can't even remember what they were.
No,
let alone guess, right?
Right.
The one I picked was called Lego Pass. But not for the reason that because I will pass.
You just go pass on it?
I'm just going to pass. This is going to be a hard Lego pass.
I don't remember that one. I remember Lego Play, the word for key, universe,
something click.
Yeah, well, there was click like a click, like a group of people, like we're a click.
Yeah.
But then there was like Click-Its or something. One that was like, I thought it was like the jewelry that they used to do. Man, I don't remember pass. I wonder if everybody got the same 10.
I don't know. I don't remember any of it. maybe I skipped that question. I don't know.
Oh, it was the whole survey. It was like he said, it was just question after question after question. Which one feels better to you? Which one makes you feel better? Which one, it's like, what? Come on. It was just, it was, I get it. I sat through and did the best I could. I didn't, but I think Universe is the one I went with. And I thought, well, I'm just going to pick Universe because I thought, well, that's going to mess up their video game. But I mean, I guess it's so now defunct, it doesn't matter.
So did you guys see there's the new Chinese New Year set has a purple spaceman in it?
Yes.
No, I did not.
All I know about that is everybody's going to be checking Bricks and Pieces.
Yep.
I think
those parts are going to sell out so quick.
I checked Bricks and Pieces yesterday. Couldn't find them on there. I saw some Fig and Bricks posted a picture, and I think he had 4 of the torsos, and so I wonder if they are already on and off because the pieces from the set are there, but none of the pieces from the purple fig are there.
Oh, okay. They don't have the air tank. The air tank's the main one in the helmet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the Lunar New Year's
it's
transition?
It's the one with the parade floats.
Oh, the parade floats. Okay. I was going to try and show a picture of it.
Yeah, so it's like everybody was saying that
you can't even see them in that.
They know what they're doing, putting in $130 set, 2 minor pieces. That's all people want out of the set.
And it's hard to see him in that picture. I don't even know if you can see him in that picture. There he is.
Oh, there he is. Whoops, there he is. But he's not wearing a purple torso. He's got the purple hard hat or the helmet, hard hat.
He's got the pants, the helmet, and the air tanks. I'm not sure if his torso has red arms or if it's a completely different torso.
It looks
but
like
I'm a float guy, so I really like that set.
Sure, yeah.
I had to get some tractors to pull them though.
Yeah, I don't see a better pictures.
Apparently, I'm a robot.
Oh wait, here. What we got here? Zoom in. Yeah, he's got a red torso there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. The purple helmet, the purple air tanks, and the legs are gonna. Yeah. Sneaky Lego.
I definitely want to get the air tanks, but I definitely 1% want to buy the set.
Yeah, because there is no purple air tanks, right?
Right. Never have been made any. And, they may, if they're going to put them in that set, what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to get them, and then they'll release a smaller set that has them.
Yeah.
They never did the orange, did they?
No, the orange is still only in the book. I still got to find one of those dang books. Yeah. I keep waiting for it to come down a little bit, but they did have those on.
Yeah, I mean, people got hundreds of them, and it's like, I missed that.
I'm never gonna get those back on there now. I have to do that later.
I had the Black Falcons torsos. They sold out, and then I was looking for something else one day, and they were back on. I put them in my cart, and by the time I checked out, they were gone.
Oh wow!
They sell out so quick. It's like when people see them, they go like they buy the maximum they can.
Is that just Shy doing that, or?
Yeah, it's probably Shy.
So who got asked this question by a reporter?
I got a reporter from an internet newspaper. Asked me a question. They were real. It was a real person, but it was. Let me go find the email, and then they emailed me again.
Wait a second. How can it be a newspaper if it's on the internet?
Well, you know what I mean. It's got the name like it's a newspaper, but it's
right.
I don't even know if I want to be on there or not, but it's Huffington Post. They do all those like spam posts you see on websites. But the question was, what is your preferred means of kid adulting? It sounds arrestable. Like kid adulting.
Kid adulting, yeah.
And how does kid adulting make you feel? So I don't know which way it's supposed. It's kid adulting and kid adulting. I think maybe it was a typo in one. No, she's got it written multiple ways here.
Yeah.
But so what it was, she was looking for people in all kinds of different areas that collect toys, whether it be Pokemon or McDonald's Happy Meals. And so
Right.
she saw my Lego channel, so she asked me to answer those two questions.
Huh. How do you feel about kid adulting, and what is your preferred kid adulting way? That seems backwards, right? Because all right, my daughter has some money. She got some money recently, and she asked me to go to the bank with her. So she's going to open an IRA and CD, blah blah blah. So I went in, and we know the one lady at the bank manager here in town. So it's local bank, small bank, you know. At any rate, we go in there, and I told her, I said, "Hey, Cassie needs to do some adulting," and she looked at me like, "Huh?" But I said she needs to open some like retirement type accounts. And she said, "Oh, okay." So even that term, which I take as a younger person doing adult things, this seems like kid adult. It's like, what's a kid doing? I don't know.
It should be adult kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, that would sound less offensive too.
It definitely sounds less offensive. Yeah.
But it's basically, finding your inner child, or and you get, it's a toy. I think of, was it not Buzz, the other guy from Toy Story?
Woody,
you are a toy.
Yes. Space Ranger. Great movie.
But Legos, there's so many people now, and I think YouTube, not just for the Lego space, but for all types of toys. I shared the link from the guy that does retro blasting. He's done a couple of videos about Lego toys, and he's I like people that speak deadpan, but it's humor. And
right.
He also is anti-corporation, so it's like he can't stand, like, he appreciates the toys, but he hates it when people worship the company and everything they do.
So he pretty much hates all Lego fans then.
Yeah. He's like, Lego's a great product, but like, we don't worship the Lego.
Right. Yeah. It's still a giant corporation, and they're flawed at best.
Yeah.
So.
But she followed up with a couple more questions, and she asked me, what's my favorite old school set? Can anybody guess now? Remember, it used to be the running joke.
Yeah, I know what it used to be. Oh yeah, can we guess now? That's stupid.
So I'm gonna go with the whistle train. No.
Oh my goodness, Joey, you're fired.
The tipper truck.
Oh,
I know.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm fired.
Prior to that, it used to be the rock quarry.
Yeah, it used to be the rock quarry.
Yeah,
used to be right above my head on the shelf, and those questions have gone away. Back in the early days of YouTube, just on random videos, I would get the question, "What is your favorite set?"
Really?
And I never seem to get those anymore.
Oh, you mean from like a comment?
Yeah, just a random comment. What's your favorite set?
Did you get a lot of reply backs to those comments when you would say the rock quarry or it's right over my shoulder?
Oh no, I never. I mean, I don't think people know how to reply to comments. So if I replied, I don't know if they got notified that I replied.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
some people do, but
usually if I reply, not all the time, but I usually get it. I know it seems like somebody did, because I'll get a thumbs up pretty quick. But
yeah,
now if it's somebody in the group, that, like Brian from Battery Power Bricks or whatever, he replies, like, I know he gets those, or I get them that he's replied. But I don't know. Yeah, if everybody gets them, it's kind of weird.
So I have found that if you comment on a channel that has a lot of viewers, and then people start replying to your comment, or you replied to somebody's comment, and ends up being one of those comments that for whatever reason I keep getting the notifications, and I have actually gone through and like I left a comment on a channel and I started getting dozens of replies. I've actually gone through and deleted my comment because some of the okay, yeah, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
One of them, I ended up getting the fake conversation in my about cryptocurrency, and it'd be like I had like 40 replies about it started out directed towards whatever I said, and then all of a sudden somebody says something about somebody that did cryptocurrency, and there's like 10 different people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how did all of these get past somebody's spam filter? And that's like the only solution for me, since it's not my channel,
is delete the comment.
Delete my comment.
Yeah. Yeah. It is interesting that it is getting past their spam filter. I surely Google or YouTube, whatever, is seeing that and knows, is trying to actively block that. But I mean,
they keep finding new ways. One of the robo spammer things was to just literally take other people's comments and comment them, because they know those comments got past the filter.
Yes,
and then they put the channel name has the thing that they're trying to get people to do.
That is, that's sneaky. Now I saw. Okay, so what is it? James Mylego. Okay, he did the video the other day with the crisscross track, and I think me and you both commented on.
I commented on your comment. I think.
Yes,
I said that's all I think of.
Yeah,
and a lot of other people commented the same thing.
Right, and if you notice that the view count on his video for that video, it's I don't know what it is right now.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because I thought about the time I did the video on the crossfit. Remember?
Yeah.
It was like my most viewed video for a long time.
The most viewed bat.
Yeah.
Well, it's become his most viewed for the time being. It's got 2 to 3 times as many views as any business, and I think it's because of the engagement in the comments. So it's obvious that when people are spamming these comment sections, that it actually has some kind of
artificial engagement.
Yeah, well, but it also helps. It helps the YouTube app.
I wonder if when you leave a comment, somebody replies to a comment, because you can reply to a comment. So if you leave the comment, somebody replies to you, and then you reply to them, does it get even though you don't go to the video, I wonder if it gets a click for a view?
I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't think so.
They're supposedly they always say that they know how to tell if you actually watched. Like if you weren't on it for that long, or if I'm replying to comments in the app on the studio part of the app, then it's not going to play.
No,
and you shouldn't get a view for the time that you viewed it. I think you do if you.
I think you do. I think you get. Well, I mean, how many? You can't sit there and watch your own videos enough to make a difference. One person can't. I wouldn't think one person would be able to just watching it normally.
Just put it on repeat. Let that sucker run.
So, a couple of weeks ago, I decided to take a lot of videos that really have no value on my channel. Not that anybody's watching any of the other 4,000 videos I've made, other than but so I'd already privated things that were related to giveaways because I got tired of people. I want to enter this giveaways 8 years ago, so I privated those, or like announcing the winner of a giveaway. I don't even do giveaways now, but the other ones, like all those LED videos I did, Lego Element Daily.
Right. Yeah.
I unlisted every one of them except for one. And then the featured Friday. Do y'all ever? This might have been before you, Joey.
Yeah, I don't remember featured Friday.
So every Friday I would just shout out a different channel.
I remember that.
Those are my least viewed videos I ever made.
Really?
Some of them still only had like 300 views
Wow.
for a 10-year-old video now.
Right.
And it's like, okay, these aren't doing them any good. They're there. So I unlisted them. And then videos that were like news related, I unlisted them, which I don't do news, but I did something for the Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure Lego Ideas that Paganomation did.
Right.
So I unlisted that video. And then today I got a comment on it. Because it's linked in other videos, it's linked in a playlist still, so you can still find them if you really wanted to for some reason. But it's like he's like, and the comment was unlisted ? And I was like, wow, is that how I get comments on these crappy videos?
Could you take those Lego elements of the day and make them into some quick shorts, and then repost every day, post a short today? The LED, and just put the part, no description, no nothing. Just, that's the short for the day. Like a 5-seconder.
Not only that was such a bad idea.
The Lego.
Yeah, because it's like I didn't know how to talk about a piece, you know.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, you know. It's like,
and to do it every day,
right? Here's a 2x4 brick. It has 2 by 2, which is 4 steps. It's 1 brick high. It's dark bluish gray. Yeah. I don't know. There's only so much you can do with those. But so here is a good point is this the area that the shorts would work in? Is it Earl right? Would it work now?
Take your worst performing videos and make them shorts?
No. Doing the Lego Element Daily.
I think it would have to be interesting. So yeah, you could, and then it would be just like, and I have thought about doing. You know, we made the list of impossible to buy sets. I got that list, and I wanted to make a video out of it.
Right.
But just to show the piece, like you can't buy this piece.
Right.
I challenge you to buy this piece,
right?
And it just showed the piece and say why it's so rare, something like that, maybe.
So, yeah, well, gotta be careful.
Funny. YouTube has this feature because they're pushing shorts so bad. They want you to. They put shorts as the first option when you upload a video now.
I know.
That means they want, when you see stuff like that, that's what they want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really want to do it, but they have this feature where you can edit an old video and make a clip from it that's a short.
You've done several of those now.
Yeah, I've done a few of those. And the one I did that I did like 6 or 7 of them one day, and then I just been gradually just posting them every now and then. But one of them, I just got so many comments. It's like I'm not used to getting comments on short. Usually people don't comment on shorts.
No, they don't. No.
And then I was getting which one was it that I got all the comments?
Was it the one where you're fake?
Oh, the fake Lego haul.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought it might have been the piano.
Yeah, the piano. That one got a ton of comments.
It was good. And then when the A-Team van the A-Team van fell off, you had to work on your face.
And that was hard because that was about a 3-minute long clip, and you can only edit up to 60 seconds out of it. You can't make it like 15 seconds here, 15.
You have to take
I had to find
1 minute.
The best 60 seconds to make a short.
So the one that you just did, I think it's the one where you're talking about the fake. It didn't come out as a short though.
It didn't?
I don't think so.
I think it's too long.
Yeah, I think it did.
Did it?
I think it was a short.
Because it looked
it shows short on my thing.
Yeah, I watched it as a short. It came up in the list of shorts.
Yeah, the piano and the burning the Lego boxes, those got a lot of comments.
Yeah. People thinking that you really were getting out of. I like that you added the box shake sound effect. Did you do that at the short?
Oh no, that was on the original video.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
High tech sound effects. Yes.
Well, I started doing the shorts. I don't know. We talked about this last week. I did the shorts for the podcast. So every Friday that we don't do one, there's a clip, and of course it's one from there to be 2 or 3 weeks. If I keep doing them, they'll be like 3 weeks behind. So like this one will be in, or not 3 weeks, but 6 weeks, I guess, really, because it's every 2 weeks. But
yeah, the one was really good. The I one.
Yeah, well, there's some more coming, so they get a little. That was the first one I did, and then I tried a little harder, and then I think the one with oh shoot, yeah, the last one we did, I think I got it. I think it's the best one, but it won't come out for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex.
Okay.
Because I got him where he laughed at the joke and he went. So,
oh yeah.
So I think it.
So the video you did with the Lionel Lego trains, and at the beginning, you were talking about how bumper. Everybody leaves at the bumper. So that's all I'm going to do is just everything before the bumper. That's what this is.
Well, that's
YouTube says that this is killing my channel, so I guess you're gone already.
Everybody else that stayed, that's the people I want to talk to. Somebody commented on that. They said that's the only reason I come is for the bumper. I have to I have to fight myself through the rest of it or whatever. I was like, it's pretty funny. So yeah, so I'm doing those Lego mocks of the Lionel post-war train. So it's a lot of the operating cars. And this is where I'm at now. I need to do a video of this. I mean, you talk about a teeter-totter. I ordered Go ahead.
I was saying that was the same feature you're talking about as in that Long Ranger train.
Yes, I think that car has the same thing in it. Yes.
So is there any way you could put just a Technic pin underneath it and something on the track to where it would just pop it up?
I'm trying not to make anything on the track. I want it to be self-contained. So the problem is, so the horse car that I did it's pretty good because it just floats.
So there's the Christmas train, which I haven't built.
Yes.
That's out of the box. Has a tree that when the wheels roll, the tree spins around. Could you take that and modify it instead of spinning around? I mean, even if it's spun in the middle based on the same premise, and then you just transition it to where the middle gear spinning would make these gears. They got that Technic piece that's like L. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that car is a 4-wheel car that is just, it's all geared. Mm-hmm. So I'd have to almost make that a truck. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to look at it. Now that I've spent $40 on a micro motor, that vintage Lego 90s.
That was $40?
Well, it was the whole thing, the clips and the gear and the motor. But the motor itself is 20.
Yeah, they're like 20. Every now and
something happened. I know what I did, or I think I know what I did, but this was just kind of a weird. I was ordering some of this stuff, and I'd ordered. Well, it was the guy that had the motor and the 2 clips and the pulley and the whole assembly for $40, which was the only guy in the United States that had one complete. So even if it was too much, it was the only one I could get. And I hope the motor actually works. Otherwise, Brian, I might be needing your help. So at any rate, I ordered it, right? And I went through the process, the PayPal on BrickLink. And you know that BrickLink has that last little screen that says confirm the order. Something's back on the BrickLink page. You got to click that button and then it goes through and everything's cool. I guess I got up and walked away from my desk.
Oh, you forgot to push it.
I didn't push that button because like 2 hours later, I get in my email an invoice. And I'm like, now, why am I getting
you even get an invoice at that point?
Well, that was my question. Is that like, did it see that I didn't complete it? Or did the seller say, what is this idiot doing? Because it will show in progress purchases. You got that one little, I've never seen any in it, but on the screen.
I wonder if it seems like this
so far and then changed my mind. And it didn't.
Well, even if you're that deep in, that it'll. Yeah, I got that thing that says in progress orders. I assumed it was stuck there,
Oh,
and a guy may have. I don't know. I don't think it's automated that it would have invoiced me, but yeah, I thought it was interesting. I'm glad it did it because I would have been kind of upset if I hadn't have bought it, and then sat there and waited on it, and I'd been like, "What am I doing here?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was kind of strange that I got an invoice and then.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened when I forgot to click the button on that last step.
Mm.
Because the way it pops up, it looks like you've already completed the purchase.
It does, yes. Got to complete that.
Everybody that's bought through instant checkout knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, unless because it seems like even if you got that far and you didn't click the, I mean, like if your computer timed out,
right?
If your computer timed out, unless maybe he got an alert. I don't know.
That's the only thing I could think is he saw that it was in progress. And
was it a big store? Because
yeah,
you know, the size of our stores, the amount of orders we get, which I don't have instant checkout, but the amount of orders you get are pretty close to mine, and it's not like you're going in there every 30 minutes to an hour to see if you got any orders.
You're right. I don't. Daily Bricks. He's got 118 feedback, so no, it's not a very big store.
So maybe I should make an order in your store and not complete it and see what happens.
Go for it. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, but maybe he's just new. Maybe he just caught it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should just contact him and say, "Hey, I'm that idiot that didn't complete the order, and then you invoiced. How did you know to invoice me?" I don't know.
Strange.
So it's apparently not very common because you guys
I've never seen it. Yeah.
No.
I've gotten every time I get an order where the order gets to my page and they didn't pay, it's always because there was something in there that didn't have a volume or a weight.
Right. Yeah. I did. I shipped out a sticker sheet the other day, and I did because there's a button in there. I know there's a button in there that you can click that'll tell you all the things that'll trip that up that don't have the weights or the volume. I don't know where it's at. I don't do BrickTrains.
Search your whole store for those items.
Yeah. I don't know if it's on the inventory page.
Missing weight, missing volume. That's
something
probably
like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know where I was going with. Oh, I sold a sticker sheet, and it held up the order. It didn't go through instant checkout because I have to look for invoices, right? Because they don't go in there exactly the same place. So I usually rely on my getting the emails to know that I got to go do an order, even though I'm on my BrickLink account every day. But invoice ones are a little different.
I rely on my email.
Yeah,
because I still invoice everybody. So
I think I don't get emails anymore when people place orders.
You can turn it off. I think.
Yeah, I think I turned it off. Because how do I know? I think we always check.
Just check it. Well, see, I got mine.
I get the PayPal notification.
Oh, that you got to pay.
Yeah, and then the ones that don't pay, that it needs to be invoiced. It's just I check. BrickLink is probably outside of YouTube the only thing I check every day,
right?
Whether I'm expecting an order or not.
Right. I'm the same way. I check it every day. Just usually because I'm just in there looking for something to buy, but not because I want to buy something.
To that, you know how you'll look for something and you never can find it, and then later you're looking for something else.
And you mean in the basement?
No, well, yeah, that too. I mean, yeah. Usually when I stop looking for something in the basement, I end up finding it later when I'm looking for something different. But this happened on BrickLink, and I don't even remember what I was looking for. But I found a seller with the Anna Miranda and Mark.
Really?
I hope it's complete.
So you haven't? Okay, so you purchased it. So this is not.
I purchased it. It's coming from the UK, so it may not be here when this post. It might be a couple weeks before it comes. Yeah,
I did not. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a listing anymore.
Yeah, because I missed the ones on eBay because the other guy kept.
He told you about it after he bought it.
Yeah.
Hey, look what I just found.
Check it out. Check it out.
But
Cool.
and then unrelated, I went down the 1490 bank rabbit hole for some
1490
reason.
bank.
You remember we did this? We talked about this on the podcast about a month ago.
Oh,
The rare
pound
bank.
Yes. All the stickers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh, so
I have
how?
begun the journey.
Okay. Wow. See,
And
this
I
is.
didn't intend to.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that on this unless you know you already have everything.
Well, I know I've already bought a few things.
Right.
So yeah, if other people want to get it, make the price go up, that's fine with me.
So do you have the parts list in the tub started?
Yeah, I put the parts list. I put the parts list on BrickLink, and I've started buying the rare parts. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that. I
The
remember
cheapest
looking
one
at
on
it.
eBay was like $300.
Woo!
So, and I know I can get some of the
Wow.
parts for less than that. But some of the parts are like anywhere from $10 to $30 just for one stickered part.
That's what I was thinking. That some of the windows and panels were,
and not even all of them are on BrickLink.
Is there a reproduction sticker sheet
Yes,
available?
there is a reproduction sticker on eBay for like $6 or $7. So that's the worst case scenario. And then I got to thinking, oh, there's probably like a random part that looks like a normal part that's rare. You know how that happens sometimes?
Random part that looks like it's rare.
No, the random part that looks normal that is actually rare.
Yeah.
Oh.
When that happens to me, I usually don't even realize it until after the fact. Like it'll be a piece that has a hollow stud will be the one that's on your parts list when, hey, I could have just substituted that.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Well, mine was the when I was piecing together the cafe corner, I thought I had gotten all the rare parts, and then there was the little 2x2 light bluish gray turntable.
That still drives me crazy that seems to be so rare. Or it is rare.
So you just recently had a BrickLink era with your 1x1 blue, and
I know exactly what we did. Yeah, we know.
Right. So I looked in my store. I didn't have any of those. I'm thinking,
I did. Yeah.
What are the chances? I didn't have any. Not two. Nothing.
Yeah. So the blue. So a lot of times with common parts, I can go and find like a classic set that has a bunch of them. I said, I can part out more of those. And Walmart right now has the Bricks and Animals for $25. I thought about buying like 10 more of those because that's 1,500 parts. None. There's none in that set. None. No 1x1 blue plates in that set. And the one little the blue Speed Champion set has 5. And none of the stores had any on shelves.
I couldn't believe that was one of the sets you found with the most.
Yeah,
that was crazy. That's. And
so you think, those would be everywhere, and it's like, nope.
I thought when you started that, I thought there was going to be a art set or something that just had hundreds of them in it, but no. Of course, it was the wrong kind because it was square, not the dots. But
yeah, and so when I was at work, my wife when she told me it was missing, I thought in my head the number for the round ones, and I said, "Look at part 4073," and she found a drawer. She said, "This shows there's like it was a high number, like 600 or something in the drawer." And I said, "Okay, that will." I told her to mark it as storeroom. And then when I got home, I was like, "Oh, that's the round ones. 3024 is the square ones."
Yeah, that won't work. I was kind of you were gonna have that was a hard one to dig
sure
out
I could find more, but it was just like when I started looking at the quantity, there was no sets that had high quantity, like more than 10.
Yeah. No, and even at that, if you found something with 10, you're going to buy 40 of those sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I looked too when you did the video. I was like, "Did I have any?" And I was like, "No, I had like 50 or something. That was it." Yeah, it was.
And I got nervous because I'll tell y'all this. So after the video, I did what I said, messaged the buyer, and I said, "Hey, I'm missing these pieces. I made a mistake on a previous order. We only got 1,400 instead of 1,750. I'll refund you that price of those plus all of your shipping, plus I'll throw in $5 or $6 more because I know it's going to. If you're working on something, you'll have to find it from another." Well, he got confused. He got confused, and so he said, "It'd be easier if you just text me." And I don't ever text people.
Oh,
So I text him, and I was nervous about doing that, but it was like, then he understood. It's like I sent him a screenshot, and he's like, "Oh, that's what you mean." I'm like, "Yeah." And I said, "I'm just trying. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to make it right for you." And he actually started looking at stores, and I told him which stores had them in quantity at the same price.
right.
And so I ended up refunding him like $35, and he was like super thankful. So
I wonder what he needed that many of that 1 by 1 for. Did
it
he
has
say?
to be mosaics
Yeah.
in that quantity. It has to be. Blue
Yeah,
could be water, but
but anything like that, anything solid is like, okay, 1 by 2, 2 by 4 by 4, 8 by 8s. I mean, in blue, yeah, it has to be a mosaic or something that was broke up. So I don't know. We'll see if we see a great big mosaic somewhere that
With
has
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
blues
blue.
in it.
It's like, we'll know who your guy was.
Yeah.
What do we think about Lego and Lego Ideas and BrickLink syncing all of their usernames or nicknames?
I don't know. What if I have different usernames?
Well, I don't.
And they already done this stupid sync with Lego VIP because
I was gonna
my
say,
family, there's 4 people. We had 4 VIP account or 4 Lego.com account, not even VIP accounts, just Lego.com accounts.
Right.
And then you know what happened. You said you can't have more than one at one address. We got 4 people.
Right.
They have 4 different interests.
Right.
Of course, I made all the accounts, and they really.
I just see this being a nightmare. So out of the ones that I understand, you have Lego Ideas. So both of those accounts, to the best of my knowledge, I have the same username, which is BrickTrains, which is interesting because somewhere along the line I must have changed it because usually I use my name, Joey Jones, whatever, which is bad to do. But at any rate, BrickLink. So my understanding is separate from your store name. This is your account username. Well, my account username is my name, and the BrickTrains user account is an account that I think has been defunct for a long time because they have a store that hasn't been open for years, and their last login, according to the store, was years ago. I thought about emailing them one time and just seeing if I could say, hey, here's $50. What's the password so I can have your account? Because BrickLink has no way of, they have, to my knowledge, and in fact, I think it's even in their terms of service, it says we will not or cannot, probably cannot pick a name. If it's been used, it's been used, even if it's dormant or something. But I thought, well, if I get a hold of them, then I would have the BrickTrains. But now my store name's BrickTrains, but my nickname is not, or my username for my account is not. So I see my BrickLink account getting messed up is what I see.
Yeah. So the problem I had was when they consolidated them all down to one, my VIP got messed up. And it's still, even though you only can have one account, I still have 2, and I can't get the other one to go away because it's linked to my email. The other one is my username. The other one is the email. And I always have to remember I got to log in with my username, not with my email. But my one with my username is linked to the exact same email. So it's very confusing.
I foresee in your future a problem with your nickname linking. Oh, yeah.
I have zero confidence in
well, we know Lego does so good with technology.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're flawless. They've never screwed anything up. Not their website, not VIP, not any app has ever been screwed up.
Just
And just
so
now they're going to screw
perfect.
up BrickLink.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's what's going to happen. And I don't understand the reasoning why.
Why do they need to be the same? They'd be like saying, "Okay, we're going to make your YouTube and your Georgia Power." And
Yeah.
well, I don't need the same username for every account I have.
Yeah. I still go back to Lego uses SAP. SAP is this giant, nasty piece of technology that runs a company the way it wants to run a company. And my guess is BrickLink is slowly getting brought into the SAP family, and that's going to be some kind of linking mechanism. And yeah, it's going to be horrible.
So one day we may be thanking all those guys that have kept BrickOwl going.
Yeah.
If they screw up BrickLink, that's exactly what'll happen. Is just be this mass migration to BrickOwl.
BrickOwl will take off overnight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with BrickOwl is nothing.
You know what I don't like about BrickOwl is it looks too much like Lego website.
I don't think maybe it's just the way I'm used to BrickLink and how it navigates, but it doesn't feel as easy to navigate as
I guess a new user looking at BrickLink, they think BrickLink's not easy to navigate.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But if BrickLink was, I thoroughly hate change.
Yeah.
I wonder if BrickOwl has more expensive because they don't have as many buyers and sellers.
I don't even know why people are on BrickOwl. I have never completed a purchase on BrickOwl.
I haven't either.
Me neither.
I can't figure out how to find stuff.
Well, I always, I watch Pop's Block Shop. Regularly, but not every video. But it always seems like he's got, a lot of sales from BrickOwl.
Mm-hmm.
So he must be doing something. It's at least worth his time, right?
Yeah.
So, he's got the syncing software to make sure. I guess it's the same stuff you use. Tie it into BrickOwl and BrickLink.
I don't use anything to sync.
No, I know, but you use that software to
upload.
Oh, you're talking the upload software, but that doesn't
Yeah.
sync the two sites. You have to pay somebody to sync them.
Oh,
And that's
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of guys that pay the 1% fee.
Ooh, that
Like,
makes
why
it
am I
even
going?
worse.
Okay, why? And I've even asked people. I guess they get different eyeballs. And it's worth to them for the 1%. But I'm like, why would I want to pay 1% more? Just if I can just sell it on BrickLink eventually.
Yeah, right. I have to believe that people who are on BrickLink are going to go to or people on BrickOwl are going to go to BrickLink eventually, as far as sellers or shoppers.
Shoppers, yeah.
If you're looking for that rare
don't
piece,
know about BrickLink.
do what?
Do you think that there are people that find out about BrickOwl before BrickLink?
I don't know. It's a good question. There are plenty of people who don't know about BrickLink. I run into people that not at like when we did the train shows or I'm talking to people or whatever. They.
I'll tell you though. I told you I kind of went down the whatnot rabbit hole.
Right.
And it is. Oh my God, it's so bad. Don't start it, Joey.
I won't. Trust me.
The thing that'll keep you safe, Joey, is it's a lot of new stuff, not much vintage.
Yeah.
But they're always saying that that's a $15 minifig, that's a $20 set, that's a $10, and they always say that you guys can look it up on BrickLink. So they all use BrickLink when they throwing out values. Not once have I heard them say BrickOwl.
BrickOwl.
Not
or
once.
eBay.
It's always BrickLink. That's where they get their, and they don't start them at that, but when that's how they try to bump up the prices for their auctions. Is this is a $15 minifig?
Wow.
How is it that people have the charisma to overcharge people for things and people are happy about it? Like all those cryptocurrency things, it's like it just their charisma. They got everybody to give them their money. Everybody's broke.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go in there and edit out the word cryptocurrency.
Oh, I
so
just
that it
got
doesn't get
those.
banned. YouTube AI just went crazy.
Well, you know,
Cryptocurrency.
you're gonna get the long string of comments now.
Yeah, I
guarantee
probably
you.
will. Well, apparently
Yeah.
apparently the closed captioning for my YouTube channel is so bad they won't get it anyway. What was it? Brian was saying it called my name. Not only was the BrickTrains always messed up, but my name was wrong the other day. Like, turn off captions. Why do you keep watching captions?
Well, when I see captions, is like when I see a video on my phone and I don't click it.
Yeah,
You can watch the whole video and just read the captions.
Yeah,
I've done that.
Yes. Yeah.
I think your name comes up different every other day.
Does it?
Java. Every
Yeah.
time you say, "Hey, it's Java," it's different on the captions every other video.
Yeah. I don't know if you could train it into it or not. I know you can go in there manually.
I manually do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I've only had to do that once.
Right. Yeah. That was a mess. What time is it? Okay.
So
What about?
So are you getting anything on Black Friday? We kind of skipped.
We skipped over what we're gonna get.
Yes. You know, I don't know. I want to make
the
an order.
Buster and I'm getting the Black Panther bust. Not
The Black Panther bus is on there 5 times right now.
Yeah.
What else is on there? What else is on? I don't know.
If
I
I
feel bad on there.
it would be the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any big sets that I want that I don't have. There are big sets that I don't have. I don't know if there's any I want that I don't have. That's worth the double VIP. I am going to make a small order because there is a couple of things I'm going to get, but
I will probably pick up the passenger train. I have not picked it up yet.
I haven't. Oh, there you go. I haven't got that either.
I got the freight train, and Dakota's.
Oh, I probably need 2 of the passenger trains.
Yeah, because it's.
Oh shoot! Here, we'll get you to 1,000. Keep talking, Joey.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep tossing around the Sanctum Sanctorium because it's modular.
But you got to get the Daily Bugle.
I know.
You need to get the Daily Bugle.
Daily Bugle's going to be gone before he.
You need to get the Daily Bugle first. You need to get that one. You need to get that one this week or today. Today, Joe. You need to get that one today.
Today?
You should have already ordered it.
Probably should. Is it VIP weekend? Is it still available online?
Well, it was. I got tired of sending you pictures.
I know you did, yeah. Geez, $350.
Zavvy had the Millennium Falcon for like $670, something like that, and I was like, okay, it'll never be that low again. It's about to be discontinued. So,
so I take it you're parting it out to pay.
Yeah, I would part it out probably. But I didn't get it. All these. There's too many options.
So do you ever think about sets like
it's that close? Just gotta click that button.
$350. Good grief.
Just go ahead and add it to cart right now. So
it is in the cart. It's in there.
Oh, there you go.
Wait a minute. Where's it? And you get the free funky pack.
I get the free funky
today.
But the thing is, if he waits till so we're filming this on the 16th. If you
wait till
the 19th, you can get more VIP stuff.
Yep. It's in the cart though. I got it in the
cart. I wonder
if
that funky pack will still be there or that will be gone.
I bet it'll be gone.
And that's another $30 part out thing. So that's another one of those things where you find a $50 set that has a really good part out, and then you just buy that, and you almost got the set for free.
Right? Yeah. Oh, well, now I got somebody who's wanting my Ghostbuster Firehouse.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You want all the other Ghostbuster stuff that's up there with it? I have a whole collection of Ghostbuster stuff.
I actually have the. What else was there? There's the 2 Ecto ones. I have the first one. I didn't want.
There's
I didn't get
the sets from the Dimensions.
That's up there, yeah.
I think I might have that. I don't know if I have both of them. There's 2, right? Or was it just 1?
2 what? Oh, the
Dimensions
Ectos.
pack. No, Dimensions pack.
Yeah,
I know there was the remake movie had an Ecto one. I didn't get that one, but I do have the original Lego Ideas one.
So it says I have it just says there's 1 Dimension pack, and I have it.
Yeah.
The Firehouse, but I don't know. I think there's an Ecto 1-upper, but I'm not sure which one. And apparently I have a Peter Venkman and Slimer Brickhead somewhere.
Oh, the Brickheads. I forgot about those.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's actually one I don't have.
Really?
Well, whenever you get ready, Joey, we'll just have to figure something out.
Oh no, there are 2 Dimensions. Wow.
I think I have the one with the Stay Puft, but I think I have one of the 2, but I don't know which one of the 2 I have.
Okay, so there was a Dimension. There's a Dimension pack, and then there's the Dimension thing that goes. Oh, this is the Ghostbusters with the girls. The thing that went over the place.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I have I think I have the pack from the. It either had the Slimer or the Stay Puft. It might have had Stay Puft in it.
There was, but I know there was one with Stay Puft and one with the little Slimer green thing.
I think I have
pretty sure there was.
Pretty sure I have that one. Yeah. So.
Interesting. Well, we want to do comments. I didn't put them in the notes.
Yeah, we already did the one that I put for Sin Killer.
Well, we probably won't have too many because this is a fairly new video.
Yeah, it'll be short, but it is Alex.
No, actually, it was regular time.
Yeah,
we're regular time, but it was.
Yeah, it was just.
I think you had a good number of views on that video.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me find it.
It's good that we could help Alex in his channel out. You know.
Sure, I am so happy that we were able to help boost his channel.
Well, I actually think he did enjoy it, so that was.
I do. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, look, he even left a comment.
He did. Yes.
Thanks for having me. This was fun, and would love to join again in the future.
Yep.
Awesome.
We're gonna have to start re-rolling through some of our previous.
Yeah. Okay, so Brick Badger, great show as always. It's like watching grumpy old men with Lego. Can't wait to see Alex's top 10.
Yes.
Let's see if he does it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it.
Xavier G, a really enjoyable podcast. Great show for the 60th anniversary. Alex fits in nicely, like a glove in the dashboard. Like a hot dog on a spongy sandwich. Sweet. Love to hear you guys talk. Good to hear Pirates and Castle as being in the top 10 list of Alex. We'll wait till that video pops up. See you on the next one, guys. Steve Bricker, just waiting on my commemorative 60th anniversary A.F.o.O.L brick. well, the bucket. The problem is the production of the buckets to put that brick in.
Oh my gosh!
What a great guest Alex was. He can jump down those rabbit holes as well as anybody. Looking forward to that top 10. Thankfully, we don't have to remember them, or was that the homework? Alex. Beach breaks and bricks. Alex was a great guest. I love the top 10 countdown. You know what? If he sees these comments, he's going to have to do the video because they're
going to go spam Alex right now.
Yeah.
Where's my top 10 list?
Yes.
Where's the top 10?
Yes. If the top 10 hasn't made it by this video, make sure you leave a comment on his most recent video. Where's the top 10 video? Dunkster Brick says a General Skywalker's Venator, whatever that word is, Venator class starship. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's one. It's not from. It's one of the very expensive ones now.
Would be great set to see. The Clone Wars is my favorite part of the Star Wars saga. Certainly worthy of Alex's top 10. That was a really great 60th anniversary episode. We're on our way to 75, Dunkster.
We're at 61. Nobody can break that record.
Thanks for SG. Thanks for the podcast. Surprisingly, rule-changing top 10. Now going back to catch up to the old ones. I finished all the bracket ones. Hey,
Ooh,
now that was a long. I mean, if you were binging the brackets,
ooh.
that was a long.
You had a lot of extra time.
Yeah, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sin Killer Tachikawa. This may be a dumb question, but is any? Oh, this is where we did this one already. He was
Wayback
asking,
Machine, yeah.
we couldn't find it. Dude Jude, hey Jabbo, Earl, Joey, and Alex. I got the Mtron set Alex talked about, but no figs. Keep up the good work. Wow.
Jude.
The one that Alex needed for his wanted list.
Yeah.
The Swedish Oak. Regarding the McLaren F1 car, I think they designed the Lego set before the 2022 livery was done.
I hate
So
that
they had
word.
to use so they had to use the 2021 instead. The design of the car was not done or released either way when they designed the set. But there was a published F1 concept model since like 2020. Wings, wheels, ground effect. They probably used. So that is probably why Lego set of the McLaren ended up being a mismatch between the old and the new. Yeah, I think that has something to do with the stickers. I think the older car had the name on the wheels and the newer car didn't. So that's why they changed the stickers.
Is it livery or livery?
I don't know. That's why I
It was
skipped
paint job.
livery.
I call it paint job.
Paul's Bricks, great episode as always. What do you think is the best way to buy Lego set 10197, the Creator Expert Fire Brigade?
It's definitely going to have parts that will break in it.
Sealed set, secondhand, or piece it together. Just asking because of the brittle reddish brown problem and the price of it.
Either way, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be expensive. I would say try to piece it together and substitute pieces if you needed to.
Yeah.
That way, when you got the red pieces that were brittle, you're buying them from parts.
The good thing is that a lot of the parts that break that are dark red are still in production.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not rare.
That's I'm pulling it up to see the parts list.
When I took it apart, it was the plates, the 1x6 plates, and I think and the 1x1 tiles that would break.
Didn't you? Were you planning on taking the whole thing apart and then you quit?
I ended up taking.
You did take it all
apart, and then I stopped, and then I did take it all apart. Didn't break as many as I thought, but I did break. I mean, I probably broke like 10 pieces, and I ended up. Somebody sent me some parts, and I didn't even call Lego, but I did. I mean, I talked to Lego, and they said they would replace them.
So
it's an old set.
There's a guy in our group who bought a set at dirt cheap, and it was missing like bag 2. So he contacted Lego and he asked them if they could give him a parts list of bag 2, so he could create a wanted list and buy the parts from bag 2. They said no problem and sent him a bag 2.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it whenever he.
Wow.
So
it was in our chat in our little.
Yeah.
So that means that the customer support person
Mm-hmm.
has the ability to see the bags that are in the boxes and they're inventoried. And if they had an inventory of them and just said, here, we'll just ship it to you.
Or
did it come labeled? Did it come as the actual bag 2, or did it come?
I don't know that yet. I don't know that yet because he has it. He told us about it, and then I don't know if he's told us he's received it yet, but he said that they put it in. They told him it was going to be in the mail. Wow. So I don't know if it's going to be one of those Ziploc bags with all the parts in it, or an actual. But it has to be a set that I'd have to look back and see if it's still on there. It has to be a set that's definitely still in production.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I would think so. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they always say Lego has the best customer service, and then the problem is why do we have to go to them all the time?
Yeah, and I think it depends on what your issue is, how long you stay on hold. If you're making a payment for something, you get through just like that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Chris McBricker, a new follower and an old collector, 32 years. Take
Wow.
the time to point out why Lego had to put official seal on sets opening and what that means to the old sets new in the box. Would you ever open the box to find figs missing? That's interesting. I don't know if you'd find a figure missing, but you could find a minifigure part missing. I've had a set before that I parted out that was missing a head,
Yeah, and
just like
I-
any other piece.
and I don't know if it's still on BrickLink, but I've mentioned this before, but a sealed set cannot be listed as complete. It has to be listed as sealed
Yes,
because
yeah,
there's no guarantee that it's complete.
right.
Complete inside, yeah.
So what's he talking about? Point out why Lego had to put official seals on the sets.
Well,
I mean, we know they have them on there, but they're not on the ones that don't. There's two different boxes. There's one that has the tape seal, and there's one that has the glue,
The thumb tabs.
the thumb tabs, and they don't have seals on the thumb tab.
And in both of those boxes, if somebody's clever enough and criminal enough, they can unglue the box,
yeah.
open it, and then reglue it, and people would never know.
Did you see Ingrid Wynn's video the other day? Same something like that happened to her.
Oh.
Box all the way around the seal, the hard seal, the one that's hard to the glued like a hot glue, had been opening, and it looks like you could tell in the video that it was seal. Well, I had the same problem with that one train that one time.
Yeah,
The whole wrong train was in there, and somebody had to have done that. So
but it was crazy though, because it's not like they were.
yeah, it didn't help to hurt themselves.
Yeah, the value wise, it's not like they were.
Yeah.
So one of the things I do in my other hobby with the trains is I every time I go into Walmart or a Target, I go to the Thomas the Tank Engine section, which is incredibly small these days, but I look for the error packages because their quality control is not as good as Lego with Ed Mattel, and they will sometimes put the wrong train in a box or a damaged one, or it will be one of the pieces is wrong, and it's amazing how many times that can happen. I see other people posting them, and I'm always looking. That's why I just look for the error packages.
Is there any value in those?
Yeah, there is value, but I don't buy them on eBay because of the resealing possibility.
Sure, right.
Yeah, because people will let me take this one, put a different character in there, and reseal it, and yeah, you got to watch out for that.
Yep.
Brian's Bricks, great show. Thank you, Brian. Contra Bricks, made it to the end. He says we should try Robin Hood Bricks. He is pretty good. He may do. I mean, he hasn't posted anything lately, but I was watching him. And Tony Montana says, I disagree with Alex on the quality of the Imperial ship knockoff. Quality is almost identical, but he didn't say but, I said but. Having said that, I replaced everything with real logo except for the sails, the flag, and the reddish brown support pillars.
Yeah.
Quality is just as good. I'm going to replace the whole thing.
One Lego pillar alone costs more than the entire knockoff set, and you need 6 of them. The total came out to $300, which is a quarter of what it currently goes for, and it's 95% real Lego. Yeah, that's what sounds like. What he did was he bought the knockoff. He replaced all the
expensive parts
except for the expensive parts.
Yeah.
That's
so. If you made it to the end,
the
secret word is. I don't have one for today. We didn't talk about any TV shows. We didn't talk about any movies.
We didn't talk about anything this week. Or anything non-Lego related, really.
I'm going brain dead.
I got nothing.
Could it be related to something with Lego messing up your username on BrickLink, VIP, and Lego.com and Lego Ideas?
How many different usernames do you have? Yes, if you made it this far, tell us how many different usernames you have for those 4 accounts.
Hopefully the maximum is 4, 3, or whatever. Although I think some of us on this
27.
panel, yeah.
Yeah, I got 10 YouTube accounts, so what am I going to do?
You know what? We're talking about accounts. When the last Lego magazine came out for kids, what was it called?
Lego Life is the current
Yeah,
one.
yeah. When that came out, I tried to do 3 different ones for my 3 different grandkids, for 3 of the grandkids, and it would only let me do 1.
Because of the address?
No, I put a different address, but I think I did it
Because it's from the same account.
from the same account, right?
Oh. Huh. Well, that Dakota gets one here and he gets one at home, and I didn't know he got one at home because he would never take it. It would come and I would show it to him. Hey, look at this. And he was like ho hum about it. And so I handed it to my daughter one day when she was picking him up. I said, hey, he got mail here at the house. And she goes, oh yeah, he got that last week.
You probably said, well, good. Now I needed a copy anyway.
So then I'll just keep that. Thank you. Hey, I found the other day, you said earlier, talk about finding stuff that you weren't looking for. I found 1 or 2 tipper truck instruction sheets.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I was just looking through a drawer and I was like,
well, you need to send them to Jabo. That's 2 more complete.
Oh, my. I'm not. I do not want 1,200 instruction manuals.
So, you know what I have a bad habit of doing is I'll wait for something. Like, I want this, but I'm not going to pay full price for it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. 6 months later, I say, all right, I guess I'm going to go ahead and do it. The next week, it'll go on sale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the story of my life there. That's why I put the Daily Bugle in there, and I'm going to forget and not wait till the weekend to get my points for it.
Well, I wonder if they're going to have any sets added to the discount sets. Oh, the soccer stadium, that was one of them. The soccer stadium was 5 times points and at that reduced price.
Oh, the $210?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a different soccer stadium.
Is it? I thought it was the same one. Let me see. I actually on our group, I'm pretty sure I have the set list. Let me see. Let me find my group.
How can something be 40% off and it hasn't sold out yet?
And that's what a couple of the guys were talking about.
I've never seen anything 40% off last this long on Lego.com.
They said at that price with 5 times points, there was a couple guys that were considering it.
Wow.
I got to go back and find the list. Oh, did you see that Walmart has the $25 brick box again?
Yeah, the BrickTrains animals. That's the one I was talking about earlier, actually. It's yeah.
Those are always
a limit of 5.
Those are always a pretty good part out value.
And there's some fairly useful pieces. I mean,
right.
They're good part out too.
Yeah,
there's a good part out value.
It's come down, but it's still over 4. It's over 4 times at $25.
Is it over? Okay.
And they're easy part outs because you can just separate your colored bags and just.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not the high dollar parts.
No, but it's good bread and butter pieces, so it's good to have. It always. I mean, just like
all right, here you go, Joey. There's 7 sets. 7 sets will qualify for 5 times VIP from November 15th to November 28th. The new Hogwarts train.
Ooh.
The Batwing. That's the one I think I would get if I got one.
Is that the one that hangs on the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
The 89 Batwing. It's also supposed to be fixing to retire. The Technic Batman Batmobile. Okay, here we go. The Hogwarts Express, the Icons pickup truck, the Loop roller coaster, the Black Panther, the Atari 2600, the Technic Ferrari, the Technic Batmobile. Well, like maybe the soccer stadium's not on there. I could have swore that was, but
I think one of the other ones was before.
So the Loop roller coaster, that would be one that I'd probably be interested in.
And you said you thinking about that truck. Truck's only
Yeah.
$100 set, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's
Well, how far are you from the Lego store?
2 hours.
So it's
And
the one
the
that I
thing
was
is,
by.
It's
The one that I was by.
That one, I always forget about the one in Indianapolis. That's actually about 3 hours. The St. Louis is quicker. St. Louis is actually further away, but it's quicker. Figure that out. But and then there's Louisville. I always forget about the Indianapolis one.
I'm trying to. There is something you could do online, but I don't. It's not in this little article.
Well, and the thing is, it's this weekend, right? So I work this weekend. There's no way I'm going to be able to.
No, it's not. It's on right now through. It says through the 28th, doesn't it?
Okay, well, I might be able to.
Yeah, it says the 15th through the 28th.
Yeah, that pickup truck would be pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking.
I forgot what the word of the day was.
It was. I did too. What were we doing? Oh, how many nicknames do you have for the Lego accounts?
Yeah.
Oh, we're ready to wrap this up.
Oh yeah.
Take us home, Jabo.
Oh, definitely. It's been a wonderful episode. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Be sure to check out Mardigrasman, BrickTrains. I'm BrickTsar. We're here every couple of weeks talking about Lego stuff. If you have any suggestions for topics, leave us in the comment down below with one of your usernames that you have. And if you want to know more about old Lego, the A F.o.O.L Podcast, that's what we're here. We're fans of old Lego, and we love it. And we hope you love this. Give it a like, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.